Hey everybody, I am still getting used to doing this whole Facebook Live thing on my personal timeline rather than in private groups, but here goes. Usually I end up popping onto these things when I'm feeling really impassioned about something, and I am feeling really impassioned about something right now. So I want to talk about the detriment of playing small and what this looks like in life. So when you're playing small in life, it means that you are living so far below your potential. You're not setting goals that you know you would like to accomplish. You're just doing kind of what everyone else is doing. It's very status quo. And let me tell you why this bothers me, and it's from personal experience. So I've gone through some really massive changes the last couple of years. I've made huge decisions, and I make big decisions fairly quickly for the most part. But recently, about 3-4 months ago, I left what I would consider to be security. So I left my full-time job, and it was something I'd wanted to do for quite a while, but you know, I'm single, I have a huge mortgage, I have 4 animal mouths to feed, and it was a scary thing for me to do because I'm 100% on my own. And so if things fall apart, it's 100% all on me. So I played small a little bit longer than I would like to, but I'm sharing that with you to kind of express that I get it. And I've talked a million times, if you're on any of my email lists or you've read any of my blogs, I've talked a million times about my favorite book of all time. It's called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson, and he talks about the whole concept of the slight edge, which is the idea that it's the things that are kind of easy in the moment to do or not to do that ultimately add up to your success or failure in life. And so if you don't work out today, right, it's not really that big of a deal. If you don't work out all week, it's not really that big of a deal. But if that trend goes on for weeks and months and years, that turns into a really big deal. And so the whole concept of the slight edge, again, is just it's the things that are easy to do, but the things that are easy not to do that ultimately put you on the trajectory for success or failure in life. And you know, there's a whole idea that there are no neutral choices. So anything you do puts you on the success track or the failure track, the positive or the negative track. There is nothing in between. And so with that in mind, and kind of thinking about maybe goals that you've been setting for yourself for 2018, or maybe from last year or 5 years ago, and you just haven't achieved them. It could look like starting a business, or you know, but just then retreating to the comfort of a job because it's more safe and secure. What we can do is, in any situation in life that we want to change, but we face this fear, is we can convince ourselves that it's okay, right? And that living that way is okay. We can convince ourselves that we don't have the time, the money, the energy to do the things that we really want to do to grow us to the next level. And that can happen without you even realizing it, and it can last a lifetime. Truly, it can last a lifetime. So, and the reality is that if there's ever been anyone in your situation who's had the success that you would like to have, you know, I've worked with hundreds of people for weight loss. There have been moms of 6 who were working and managed to lose 50 to 100 pounds, you know. So if there's somebody who's done what you want to do, there are people who had entire, you know, large families to support, who left the comfort of a job in order to create this business that they dreamed about. So if there's been anyone ever in your situation who has done what you want to do, there is no reason that you can't do it too. But this thing between your ears will convince you otherwise. And so I want to challenge you tonight just to think about, how would your life look different if you stopped playing small? If you actually followed through and took action toward the things that you, you know, say you want, or the things that you maybe even just dream about. It requires taking great risks to get great rewards. There's never been a time in my life when I played small and got this massive reward. It's been the times when I have made really tough decisions that made me really uncomfortable that I have grown the most. They have been leaving a job. They've been pursuing a different career despite my bachelor's and master's saying I should do something different. It was leaving relationships and a marriage. It's been moving to different places. It's been so many different things that have felt really uncomfortable for me, that have been huge risks that have grown me as a person the most. And I wouldn't change that for anything. And so if you're not taking big risks to get big rewards, then your life is going to be status quo. And that's really just kind of the way that it is, because nothing life-changing has ever come from playing small, ever. So I'm here tonight to encourage you to move into that discomfort, to take risks so that you can get great rewards, because nothing good has ever come from playing small. And in fact, I would argue just the opposite, that 95% of people on the planet will play small and therefore will always live average lives. So if you want something truly exceptional, dream big, play big, take risks, and you'll get those great rewards. So hope everyone has a great night.